Welcome to the show after the show. It happens right after the show. Cheers!
Oh God!
It's not a parasol.
You know what would be even better is if the bottom was a wand.
Ah, that would be better.
I mean, they even do the wand-brella things in Fantastic Beasts.
They really do play it up pretty strong.
You know what? I was actually like, I thought it was funny to drop these, but now I'm like, did I damage them?
Oh, the
Loot Crate prints, for these jablonis over here.
Oh my gosh, I can't even tell you this is like not related to today's video, which I definitely want to talk about. But the fact that we're now working with Loot Crate on the Wizarding box makes me so happy.
Oh man,
because it's like I'm always cool with Harry Potter stuff.
Always cool with Harry Potter stuff. Like we've gotten all the we've gotten some of the Giveathon items in for December. Oh man, all the Harry Potter ones, I'm like, oh, I'm so glad we own these now. I'm never unhappy about Harry Potter merch at all.
It's amazing.
There's so much fun stuff.
Yeah, lootcrate.com/SuperCarlinBrothers, promo code Carlin to check out for 10% off your order. Anyway, Minerva McGonagall.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So finally we can talk about this. It's like the timing of the movie has been so weird because one, we saw it like 2 weeks early, so we've had like all this time to think about it, but then the movie came out and the next video obviously had to be the review. Right. And then it was like, okay, after that we can start doing theories, except it was like Thanksgiving and no one was really gonna like
be on YouTube.
No one was gonna be able to be like, we gotta hit this at the right time. So we had to like wait another week. So this is like, I'm so glad we're finally making this video.
Yeah, no, I know. I think we literally wrote it like 2 weeks ago.
I feel like it's taken us forever to write it because we've been like, well, we pretty much know it.
Yeah. So this one's complicated for just so many different reasons. There's a whole lot of weird stuff. Like the McGonagall article on Pottermore is like a J.K. Rowling writing. So it's like when we go to Pottermore,
an ebook.
It's an ebook, but it's also like the chapter of it is on Pottermore.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
But so like all of this information is like as canon as it gets with us. Like, it's either the books, the Fantastic Beasts movies, and writings on Pottermore. Or like tweets directly from J.K. Rowling.
Even that's to like a lesser extent, I think.
Sure.
Sometimes. But yeah, so main series books, Fantastic Beasts movies, writing on Pottermore, and then like any other obvious associated book, like The Tales of Beedle the Bard, Quidditch Through the Ages, Fantastic Beasts.
So the reason that this is frustrating me so much is for just a huge variety of reasons. So like we've had so many people tweet me about this, but like, or both of us about this. For one, a bunch of people keep referencing the little plaque from Sorcerer's Stone where Hermione is showing. That is an Easter egg.
Easter egg.
That is an Easter egg. It doesn't count.
Not canon.
That was like a prop designer could have put that in there because they thought it was fun. That is something that could have snuck through, that maybe J.K. Rowling misses, maybe it doesn't matter at the time. Who knows why that one like can get in there. It's okay for that to be inaccurate, and I'm not gonna get hung up
because it's not canon.
Because it's not canon.
Right.
The problem with this is that like, you didn't have to do it. You didn't have to include McGonagall.
Right.
Here. Like, it literally would have been fine to do any other character that like you were familiar with at all. If anything, it was kind of fan servicey
to say McGonagall.
Because
it's like, you're not gonna miss that. Everyone loves Maggie Smith McGonagall. She's like one of the most perfectly cast characters.
She is, yeah. She is McGonagall. Which, speaking of, the other thing is that like we talk about how old McGonagall is at the time of her casting. Am I getting this information right?
Oh yeah. We didn't bring this up in the video. So as it were, it seems impossible. Like, at the very least, she could have gone back 42 years.
Right.
So if she actually lived through that time a second time, then when she got back to the present in 1957, she'd be like 84, which seems wrong because then by the time Harry showed up, she'd already be 110, which doesn't seem right.
Right.
Which is why I think it's either she has a way to travel back before, like she has just ages through it all, or else maybe if you exist as a cat, you age less or something.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, like it seemed like Wormtail sort of. Well, I guess again that's a movie thing, but like the idea that it picked up like rat-like characteristics, but I don't know that it's ever specifically described.
Yeah, me neither.
But no, it's confusing. But I mean, that being said, like it's not unusual for the characters in the Harry Potter world to live well beyond 100.
Oh yeah, no,
like,
it's not.
That's been like a regular thing. We see Grindelwald do it, Dumbledore do it. I mean, obviously there's you know Flamel, who's
but like even then, if it's she'd have to be like 120 by the Battle of Hogwarts, and then she goes on to be like the headmistress.
Right.
Like she'd be older than Dumbledore was.
Right.
Which seems wrong. So they gotta have some explanation for it, though.
They have to.
Like,
and that's the I think that's the big thing. Like and you can see, I feel like even this conversation is so disjointed. It's like these are the types of conversations we've been having because we keep trying, like for one, there's time travel involved, and we keep trying to connect all these dots that literally don't make sense.
Right.
So like that is the bigger issue. So like even when we were writing the script, it's like, oh, the solution might be time turners. It's like it's not the happiest solution to this particular problem, but it's better than it being a mistake.
Right.
And I think that's what it comes down to for me. It's like, now it's there. I am not willing to accept the idea that this is just a different McGonagall and it's not Minerva. It's like, no, you don't do it then.
Because the thing is, if it's her aunt or something, which is basically the only other option, realistically, like based on like the timing of it all, if it's like her brother's sister or something, then it's like she never even knew her. It's like if it's not her and it's not like her direct mother or something, then who cares?
Right.
Like why include it at all?
Right. Yeah. So it's I don't know. It's dicey, and this movie played with this particular problem a bit, and we've talked about that a lot, and I'm sure we're going to talk about it a lot more over the next couple of years while we're waiting on the next one. But you know, you're running into these issues of retcon problems, and I don't know if from J.K. Rowling's perspective, ultimately what it's going to come down to is like, I want to be able to tell the best story I can without like fighting with all the information I've applied forward, but that's never been J.K. Rowling's way of doing business.
No. She's got it all.
Right.
You know, she's got it all up here. It's like, it's her. There's a way it's explained. We're going to find out.
Yes. Yeah. I think that there will be something.
There will be something.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we've had it with McGonagall. There's the issue if Dumbledore does in fact have another brother that just like never comes
up.
Light.
Like that's another thing. I'm sure we'll get into that in another video. But like the Aurelius thing,
right,
is just like if it's. The problem is very much like the McGonagall situation. If it turns out that they were just like, oh, whoops, or if it's just like some unrelated character who never had any impact on Minerva's life or anything, it just happens to be another McGonagall so that you could say McGonagall on screen and everyone would go for half a second.
Right.
If it's like, then it's like, no, stupid. Like, what was the point of even including it? Like, if Credence turns out to not be a Dumbledore or something, then I feel like it's like, well, it's stupid.
Right, yeah. So
then the ending of the movie's so dumb.
Right. So, and that's what it's going to come down to. It's like it's going to become this issue, like after Empire Strikes Back, when Vader says, I am your father. It's like if ultimately it's not actually the case, then it's like that's not the craziest reveal in cinematic history anymore.
Right. All of a sudden you've like pulled the rug out of yourself. That's why like in Return of the Jedi, Luke I think. We didn't live during that in-between of Empire and Return. So, like, we've always just been able to turn on the next one and go.
Exactly.
But if you lived in that in-between, there was a lot of, like, debate as to whether or not Darth Vader was lying.
Right.
Which he wasn't.
Right. Which is the right way to go. And the question is here, you've got a similar character in Grindelwald who is just as manipulative and, knows all the right things to say. But the issue with Credence is, like, Dumbledore doesn't mean anything to Credence.
Right, he doesn't know what that means yet. I mean, if he does, they haven't conveyed it to you properly. It's not like, maybe he's heard of reputation of Dumbledore while he traveled through France or something, but not obvious yet.
Yeah. So, anyway, so much more digging left to be done.
Yep.
Excited to see what you guys think about this. Excited to figure out more.
Yes.
I feel like my prediction would be that in the next 2 years, there will be more information that will shed light on all that is happening so that going into the next movie, we're going to have a better grasp on all these question marks.
Yep.
But until next time.
Bye.
Bye.